Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. My name is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com, bringing you another week of great New Hampshire-based artists, musicians from across the spectrum of genres. And let's dive right in, shall we? This is, opening up this week's show, this is Bree Scanlon, and the track is called Simple Touch to kick off this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Put your hand on mine, let me feel your simple touch. I tell you that I'm fine, but you see it in my eyes. Shame spiral, shadow voices say I'm not enough. The worst in me exposed for you to see. Hold me at your broken throat as I'm choking on this fear. So much life inside, I've learned so well to hide. So instead I go to a place I've never known, held by your gentle strength. I remember my own, the best in me exposed for you to see. Perfectly imperfect, deciding I am worth it after all. All of me exposed for you to see. Surrender to this moment, with space enough to notice I am whole. Put your hand on mine, let me feel your simple touch. Your presence here with me, we are divinity.
Such a pretty voice. That's Bree Scanlon. That's called Simple Touch. Next up this week on Local Outbreak, this is Bobby Bryan. This is interesting. This is called Creative Engineering on Local Outbreak.
Surrounded by my mangled friends, faces melted off. I keep one side my bed at night. It's nice to share a laugh.
Wake up, oh Creator, we've prepared a hearty breakfast. You deserve nothing but the very best. You gave us life, so we serve you.
Please guys, you gotta stop with the special treatment here. I mean, we're in this together. I'm no different than you. I might walk different, talk different, ooh, but I see life in your eyes. Trust me, you do just fine. Look at what we've been through. I taught you ABCs and so much more. And best of all, you keep me company. Remember the stories from the outside. Ooh, people are deceitful. They say one thing and mean another. It's just plain evil. So much talk about pollution, but no energy solution. Now, I know there's holes in my argument, but Mo's in the whack department. I'm saving the world. I wear all the hats. They tell me stick to showbiz pizzas where the money's at. Well, I got bigger fish to fry. Have you seen my hydraulic grill? If I keep doing these birthday parties, who else is gonna fill these shoes? I don't know, Eric. They tell me I need to get some real friends. Well, I'll tell you what they need. Creative engineering's what you need. Creative engineering's what you need.
That is called, I told you something different. That is called Creative Engineering by Bobby Bryan. Next up on Local Outbreak, let's keep it going. This is Hungry, is the name of the project, and the track is called Don't Be Afraid on Local Outbreak.
Don't be afraid. We're just like you, trying to get paid, doing what we do, doing our best. It's a job of sorts, just like the rest. Wearing t-shirts and shorts, live in a tent. T-shirts and shorts, late on the rent. Life full of thrills, t-shirts and shorts. When you can't pay the bills, t-shirts and shorts. Starting midday, be disturbed, mind is decayed. Our norm is absurd, make it from scratch. Better than before, it's our new batch. With t-shirts and shorts, live in a tent. T-shirts and shorts, late on the rent. T-shirts and shorts, life full of thrills. T-shirts and shorts, when you can't pay the bills. T-shirts and shorts, late on the rent. T-shirts and shorts, life full of thrills. T-shirts and shorts, when you can't pay the bills. T-shirts and shorts, T-shirts and shorts, T-shirts and shorts.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton here from IPMNation.com. A moment ago, we heard Don't Be Afraid by Hungry. And up next on Local Outbreak, this is Ballroom Sofa. Love that name. Ghosts Aren't Free on Local Outbreak. That's Ballroom Sofa, Ghosts Aren't Free. Coming up next on Local Outbreak, this is Matt Young and his favorite words. And all kinds of really interesting and unique stuff for you this week on the show. Matt Young and his favorite words, and the name of the song is The Calico Shanty.
The power had all gone out at the East Side Calico Grill. And at first all the patrons sat eerily still as smoke filled up the room. We've been wishing and hoping, we've been washing our cars. Most of us aren't too concerned about the weather, but some of us are. A few leapt up to phone the police, while others just gathered their hats. And Jonathan Doyle, who runs the whole ship, thought quietly right where he sat. Some days you're the heavyweight champion, some days you're the man. He chided himself for being trite and unwitty, when in truth it wasn't half bad. Roll, rolls, the ocean flows, the whispering hills and the wintry snow. By winger, by lander, by paddle and row, it's upward and onward we go. By 6 p.m. he had mopped all the floors and carefully polished the taps. And at 7:18 a knock on the door woke Jonathan up from his nap. And he said, I dreamt that this bar was a sailboat and the stars were the map. They told him the water had washed out the roads and his car had made a terrible raft. Roll, roll as the ocean flows, the whispering hills and the wintry snow. By winger, by lander, by paddle and row, it's upward and onward we go. When morning arrived and the first of the light peeked cautiously over the hill, the river alive slowly opened its eyes and shivered with curious chill. And it said, I dreamt I was finally free and my wildest desires fulfilled. It sighed a great sigh and slipped silently by the East Side Calico Grill. Roll, we'll never grow old. In one single moment, be swept up at last, and we'll roll, roll as the ocean flows. With it, the weeks in the summery glow, and with it we weep, though we secretly know it's upward and onward we go.
The Calico Shanty by Matt Young and His Favorite Words. Let's keep it going. Up next on Local Outbreak this week, Eric Ober. This track is called Too Jaded for Drugs.
From the age of 16 to 21, I thought hallucinating was fun. Unlock the secrets of my mind. Who knew what I might find? Went to a fish show, lost my shit. Since then I don't get so lit. I'm too jaded to do real drugs. I'm too jaded to do real drugs. All that stuff ain't what I need. I'll just stick to the liquor and the weed.
IPMNation.com.
Hey, everybody, you're listening to Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. My name is Matt Connerton. I am from IPMNation.com. And a moment ago, we heard Too Jaded for Drugs by Eric Ober. Oddly enough, there may be a positive message in that. But let's see, we got time for a few more. This is something unique. We've had a lot of, some weeks we have a lot of stuff that you just won't hear. You wouldn't expect to hear on mainstream terrestrial radio, that's for sure. So much creative content that comes out of the Granite State as far as music. There really is a lot of really original sounding stuff out there. So let's do something original and strange. This is Reddishness is the name of the project. Treat Me Like a Doll.
Could
That is Reddishness. Treat Me Like a Doll. Yeah, it's pretty different. I like it, though. Up next on Local Outbreak, this project is called Colors and Patterns, and this is called Distance.
It's so far away before. Never been so far away before.
That is Colors and Patterns. That is called Distance. Up next on Local Outbreak this week, this is Steeze. This is spelled Steeze, and the track is simply called Mince. Up next on Local Outbreak. That's a short song. That is Mince by the band Steez. Let's keep it going. This is Almanac Mountain, and this track is called Jane. Up next.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
You're listening to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. My name is Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com. We got time for, we'll be able to play one more, but before we get to that, I want to remind everyone, of course, if you want to check out the full archive of Local Outbreak, you're welcome to do so. IPMNation.com/local outbreak or local-outbreak. But if you have a current updated browser, you probably don't need the dash. Technically, it's there. But usually your browser won't make you include that. So IPMNation.com/local outbreak, the full 8 years of the show thus far. And of course, if you would like to get in touch, submit your music, or perhaps even schedule an interview, we can make that happen. Contact me at submissions@ipmnation.com. Feel free to attach an MP3. In fact, I'd prefer that you did. Submissions@ipmnation.com, and we can set something up and get you participating in an episode of the show. So that would be wonderful. And a little plug for next week, by the way, because I already know what we're going to be doing on next week's Local Outbreak. I will be joined by a gentleman named Dan Bauer. Now, if the name is familiar to you and you're a regular listener of this program, you might have heard me mention him in the last couple of weeks. I did play something of his on the show, a track called White Flag. And I've also played a couple of things from a hip-hop artist named Decibel. Well, these two gentlemen are one in the same. They are both Dan Bauer. So he's got a rock project that he does under his own name, and then Decibel is his hip-hop persona. And side by side, you wouldn't know. You really wouldn't know it was the same guy. But he does both very, very well. So he's going to join me next week. I'm going to interview him for the show, and we'll play a bunch of his stuff from both projects, both persona, if you will, Dan Bauer and Decibel. And I'm really looking forward to sitting down and talking with him. It's always interesting to talk to a musician who likes to create music in more than one genre. But when you have two distinctly different personalities musically, two distinctly different projects where you wouldn't know it was the same guy, I swear. So I think it'll be really interesting to talk with him and feature his music from both projects. So Dan Bauer, a.k.a. Decibel, will be joining me next week right here on Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. So we can all look forward to that. And in the meantime, we're going to finish up with one more track this week. This is Ted Mann. Man is with two N's, M-A-N-N. This is called Light Shattering Like Glass. And then parenthetically, The Night Bleeds. To finish up this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Outbreak with IPMNation.com.